All right, really quickly, we're running out of daylight. I can't speak. Anyway, got a little 22 adapter bolt system in there, CMMG, and a little magazine. So I've shot this one time before and it was having a decent amount of cycling issues. Oh man, it didn't go forward. So it didn't go all the way home. So what I did, without reading about it or anything, I was like, let me cut the spring. So what I did was I took the little recoil spring that's on there, which obviously it might be an issue because it didn't want to feed just now. I cut a little bit. I didn't read or anything. I just hacked some of the recoil spring out. I was like, okay, if I cut some of it out, it'll lighten it up and it will cycle fine. But now, let's use gravity to help me out. Let's see if it'll work. Satisfied. Hand warmer. It's cold out. So what I did was, so the way that this conversion works is you just literally take out your charging handle. Actually, I think you can use the regular charging handle. I got the CMMG one on here because it like has it's full solid on the bottom, so it doesn't actually allow like brass to get up there. So what it does is you just take out your bolt and you slide that one in and use their magazine, and it's awesome. And obviously just randomly taking, I don't know, I took probably like 25%, cut 25% of the spring out, like literally just like was like, okay, I'm just gonna hack this amount off, and it worked. So that was Subsonic Norma TAC 22. It is 40 grain, 1,083 feet per second. So that worked. I didn't die, because if you take too much of that recoil spring out, that's actually what keeps that bolt closed when that little explosion is going on in the chamber. So you don't want to do that. I don't recommend doing that. I recommend all kinds of dangerous stuff, but not doing that. But it worked for me. I couldn't find that little piece to bring out to show you. But what I can do is when I do find it at the house, I can measure it and tell you exactly how much I took out. So now I'm gonna load up the magazine with like supers, and we'll see if I die doing that one. All right, as you can tell, we are starting to lose light. Let me see if I can get the light thing. Hold on. Starting to lose light, but got I couldn't find Supersonic. I didn't have time to dig, so I just grabbed the first 22 I could find. CCI quiet semi-auto. It's 45 grain, 835 feet per second. Let's see if it works. Here we go. Got a dead trigger. Let's look in there, see if it's a live round or if it didn't eject. Had a failure to feed. Dead trigger. Got a little malfunction. A live one came out with it. Dead trigger. So what that means, when you have a dead trigger in an AR-15, it means one of two things. Basically, either you had hammer follow, so when the bolt went forward, the bolt stayed, and it, you know, like you pull the trigger, it goes bang, bolt goes forward, hammer goes forward, then you get a dead trigger. The other thing, which I think what happened is, I think that the trigger actually didn't reset. So the way you can check that is pop that rear pin, okay, and then pull it out, and you can see that the hammer didn't reset. might help for it to actually be on fire, and it didn't feed again.